Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to the Demon's Souls livestream playthrough. Well, not livestream playthrough, sorry, the livestream series. I'm so used to saying livestream playthrough, you know. But anyway, it's currently the 38th part for my series, and I have a little bit of a different webcam position here. If you're one of those people who just goes through one particular playlist of something that I do, and that playlist happens to be Demon's Souls, this will be the first time that you're seeing this particular orientation of myself. You might be used to something a little bit more, I guess, close and personal, up close and personal. But this is a little bit more distant. I could always increase the size of it like this. Yeah, that's probably a little bit nicer, is that right? Yeah, I think it's nicer if we increase the size of it so that it's still distant, but at least I'm not tiny. Anyway, let me go and get my controller and we'll get started here. I have a story to tell you, so yeah, hold on. But yeah, there's a lot more that you can see with this camera position, and I also like to be sort of directly, directly in front of the camera's field of vision, if that makes any sense. Like, instead of looking over here, I'm looking at you, and this is me looking at the game right now. I'm not looking straight at the camera, which is a good thing, because if I were looking straight at the camera, that would mean, no, we're not starting this again. If we were looking straight at the camera, then that would mean the camera were in the way of the game, and we don't really want that. Anyway, maybe I should get my chats up first. Let me just get the YouTube chat up. I always have Twitch on a pop-out window, because I don't really need to look at Twitch other than the chat itself, so yeah, whatever goes on Twitch, it's not that important to me, but if people are talking to me, I may as well respond to them, you know. No one is watching so far. Okay. So, there's the YouTube chat. According to YouTube, I'm playing Zelda Ocarina of Time. Thanks, YouTube. Always looking out for me, you know. Always displaying the correct game. Anyway, I guess I'll go to new game and get started here. Of course, we are doing a light strength build this time around, and yeah, the Demon's Souls online service has been terminated. See how it's nice and quick? It just tells us it's been terminated, done. There's no fucking trying to connect to servers that don't exist, which is what the fucking whatever it's called, the Atlas version of the game likes to do. Look how dark that is, holy shit. Maybe the Atlas version of the game is brighter. Now that would be really, really bizarre. Either that or I need to change some options in the game itself. Okay, well what I'm going to do is I am going to, for now, while you can, or rather, just for now, so you can see what's actually going on in the game, because at the moment you can't see what's going on in the game, I am going to boost the brightness to 20. And then, once I've gotten through this character creation sequence, I will go into the game settings and raise the brightness in-game, because I think that's the problem. It was set to max in the Atlas version, but here in the European version it must be at the standard brightness, which is obviously not good enough, so yeah, that story that I was mentioning before, by the way, we'll get to that in a little bit. But for now, I'm just going to create my character. I haven't even thought of a name. I will actually make it a female character. Changing gender will change my appearance. That's a-okay. I haven't really done anything with the appearance. Maybe I don't need to do anything with the appearance, because if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, that is a pretty attractive young lady. But anyway, the last time I did one of those fake coughs in the microphone, it was actually so loud it sounded real, so yeah, I need to be a bit careful when I do that. What will I call you? Probably something funny, seeing as though that's usually what I do. Well, not necessarily funny, but something that's not serious. I'm not always a funny person, but anyway. What will we name her? A light strength build. Let's name her Slippery. I don't know why I'm naming her Slippery, but let's just do that. SL, wherever that is. L, where art thou? There you are. Slippery. P. Slippery. Y, where art thou? There you are. No, we've gone past Y. There's Y. Slippery. So her name's going to be Slippery. Don't ask me why, but she's going to be a barbarian. You can ask me why about this. This is because she starts off with a club, which is a light strength weapon, and the stats are definitely going to be working in our favor for this particular build. So, yeah, we're going to start with Barbarian. Of course, she has no armor, but that's okay, because I'd like to think that we're good enough at this game at this point for us to not need armor, hopefully. But anyway, this is Slippery the Barbarian. the female barbarian. We can give her a bit of a dumb-looking face, maybe. Oh, that last one was perfect. That's a dumb-looking face, isn't it? Okay, let's give her some nice hair. We'll maybe a bowl cut. Is a bowl cut possible? I mean, I don't really want her to be bald, but she could be bald. Then again, barbarians. I mean, why would barbarians shave their heads? Because that would require effort. It would make more sense if they had long, matted hair, you know. So, this is gonna do well, I think. There you go. Wild. That's Slippery the Barbarian. Let's continue on. I'm guessing it's not going to force us to go through the tutorial. We have done a save here in this version of the game before. Now the story relates to this beer right here. It is Weihenstephan. Sorry, Weihenstephaner. I always forget the name of this beer because it's kind of long. I'm not German. Weihenstephaner. This is one of the best German beers out there. And there are a lot of them available at my local bottle shop. However, there was something else that was available at my local bottle shop. One moment. I need to just make sure that I can see myself here. It's a little bit dark. It's a little bit annoying. But that's alright. This was available at my local bottle shop. It's a glass of Weihenstephaner. Oh, sorry, it's Weihenstephaner. Weihenstephaner. So it's Weihenstephan on the fucking glass, and then Weihenstephaner on the bottle. Which one is correct? I don't know. This is the name of the brewery, this is the name of the beer, I guess, but... Point is... Weihenstephaner, there you go. This has been a little bit of a complicated process of trying to work out how to say this frickin' name. But anyway, yeah. It's one of those things where I've never had to say it out loud. You just read it and you comprehend it, and then that's it, and then... When you actually have to say it repeatedly on camera, it's like, the hell am I actually saying? I'm not German, by the way. Would you like to play Journey Through the Nexus, or Journey to the Nexus? No, I would not. It's looking a little bit dark. I'm probably going to raise the brightness in my room. Again, lighting scenario where I have to constantly shift it. But I think if I raise the brightness just a little bit, it should be alright. One moment, guys. It is as uncomfortable as it looks. Oh, there we go. My green screen's falling. There we go. So aside from that, yeah, what happened was, I was just looking for some beer to get, and I saw some Weihenstephaner, and, which is all well and good, I decided to get Dunkel. I don't think it's Dunkel, because I think there should be an umlaut over the U, so I think it's Dunkel. But regardless, that's the dark beer, obviously, dark ale, and it's not quite as good as the original, the Hefeweizen, I think it is, or Hefeweizbier, whatever they want to call it, but it's still very, very good, very nice beer, and I saw lined up in a group of 3 was this glass. There were 3 of these glasses, basically, is what I'm trying to put across to you. And I thought, well, hey, that's probably from the Christmas packages, those ones that include the glasses. They obviously were not able to sell the glasses. And so I thought, shit, they might actually be giving them away at this point. They might not sell them, because sometimes it can be annoying to do that in either inventory or in the system to try and, you know, sell these things, because they're technically not an item in their system that is for sale. So it's difficult to sell it in some cases. And so, with that in mind, I went and grabbed this thing, and I took it to the counter, and I said, of course, you know, it's a bit rude to go to the counter and say, you know, oh, I'll just have this, and expect to have it for free. I, of course, said, how much is this? And he didn't know, so he asked a colleague, and the colleague went to have a look to see if there was a price tag. If there were a price tag, I probably would have not been asking the question. And, of course, there was no price tag, so he went and asked someone else, and then they eventually said, oh, you can have it. And I said, well, thank you very much for that. Have it for free, of course. And, yeah, it's a very nice glass, actually. It's very nicely made. It's not some cheap crap, you know. I definitely have glasses that are worse than this. And I don't get shit glasses. So, there you go. Weihenstephaner. from the Wehen, I can never say it right, Wehenstephan. That's the name of the brewery? Wehenstefaner. I keep saying Wehen, like it comes naturally to say Wehen rather than Wehen. But anyway, don't worry about it. I'm not German, in case you were not aware. Let's just drink this fucking beer. I'm at the point now where I've talked too much about the beer. It's time to fucking drink the thing. Okay. That's not going to go everywhere, fortunately. Slightly off camera, but hey. I don't really care. I'll pour the thing on camera. You guys have seen me pour enough beers in my time, but never with this much visibility, actually. Because usually I've got some frickin' weird camera angle and you can't see this, but yeah. Look at this beautiful fucking beverage. Oh. That head is fucking... Oh. Not the size of it, but the look of it is just so lovely. I probably should have angled it a little bit more sharply, because as you can see, that head is massive. But that's alright, we'll finish pouring it in a little bit. I'm doing pretty well, Shadow Elf, welcome. Actual binding, okay. So in terms of the brightness, let me look in-game and see if I can fix that. Wehenstephaner. I need to try and remember to say it that way. Not load profile. God, just go to the first option, Doomlink. It's not difficult. Christ. Now, where's the brightness? Here we go. We're going to put that to 10. And I'm just going to fix it here. So we'll take you back to standard. Is that still too dark? That should be alright, I think. No, we'll keep that. Okay. Now, is that too dark? Well, let's say that it's dark, but not too dark. I'll put it in those terms. But anyway, I think we're actually ready to continue now. Do excuse the... or not even continue, ready to start. Do excuse the delay. So, of course, this is a fast-rolling, light strength build, so we're going to be doing things like infusing weapons with the Greystone to make the crushing path, or infuse them with Greystone to make the crushing path. I've just eaten, so that means that my commentary is nice and slow, because I'm too busy processing food, and it's making me all lethargic and stuff. Oh dear, this head is just... it's huge. It's huge! Should have put a coaster on my laptop, because, you know, that's how beverages work. Sometimes you just need a coaster. And today is one of those times, or now is one of those times. Anyway, let's just continue on. Let's go to Boletarian Palace and stop messing around. I'm not going to spend time walking around in a circle in the Nexus to explain to you what needs to be done in this build. I will instead go through the Boletarian Palace, playing the actual game, and explain it to you at that point. Let's try and start with this beer. Post? Or is it Post? Post. I don't know, I forgot the, it doesn't matter. I'm not German. Come on. I feel like that had to load for a really long time. Anyway. Let's get started with this area. I'm glad it seems fine. Well, I'm too busy looking at the fucking playback to actually play the game. That would really help if I could. You know, the range of this thing is not that great, now that I look at it. Hey. Let's all relax now. Yeah, there's something about the range of this club, it's a little bit deceiving. You would think that it would be slightly better, but it's really not. It's slightly not amazing at all. Considerably not amazing at all, actually. So because we are taking so much damage with every single hit, we will be trying to pick up as much Crescent Moon Grass as we possibly can. And we're going to be healing with it, I think. Or rather, I know. Yeah, so the goal here is to have a few weapons that are probably going to be infused with Greystone in the crushing path. And as well as that, I'll probably try to find a weapon that will be naturally good for this set, something that scales with strength that isn't too heavy. Mwah. I do that as a joke. Don't actually do that and think that it's good manners. Anyway. Now moving on. We're going to try and do this nice and quick, and I messed up. Again, because the range of this thing is a little bit deceiving. You have to understand that the last time I used a club in this game would have been a very long time ago. So, what I'm going to do is go at this light strength build style. Get in there and beat the shit out of people before they can hurt you. That's the way to do this. So pretty much, there's nothing about this build that's actually difficult at the start, because in the end, what you need to do is just mash them to death. If anything, it's the easiest way to fight enemies in this game, because you don't have to think about it so much. Hit them before they hit you. It's not very complicated. It's less of a duel at that point. Got a free glass with a good beer. 2 good beers, actually. I got a second one. And I'll probably be drinking them both. Not probably, I will be. Bye-bye. And, oh, I was hoping you'd get knocked down as well. Wishful thinking doesn't always end in the result that I'm hoping for. Anyway. Again, I'm going to be picking up all of this because I do want healing wares, because I will be healing more, because I'm probably going to get hit the same amount as I normally would. But of course I'll be taking probably double the damage what I normally would be, given the fact that I'm not wearing armor. So, yeah, that's a thing. I think the range of this thing is, you know, that follow-up attack in particular is really bizarre. It doesn't, it's just not right. It's not right at all. Right, we're going to pick that up. We've got some fire bombs that we're not going to use. You know what, let's go two-handed, because there is no point in going one-handed if we're not even going to use the shield. I think I just saw a big fly go into the corner of my room. There's a spider in there. I hope you get eaten. Refreshing. It's a hot day today. I would have chilled the beer a little bit more, but with beer that's actually good, you don't want it to be too cold, because then you'll lose the actual flavour of it. That's the reason why they have lagers be really, really cold. It's so you don't taste the fucking terribleness of the beer. But anyway. But one beer that I do love to drink very, very cold is Hergarten. That one's always nice. It's a beer that does taste very, very good, but it's so fucking beautiful when you have it nicely chilled. Such an incredible beer in that situation. Also good is Triple Carmelite, for the same reason, but it tastes a little bit better even then. So at that point, it feels kind of like a shame to chill it too much. I have to say, the follow-up on the R2 looks so retarded. He's just like, ugh. Well, she's just like, sorry. I don't even know the gender of my own dear character. It's quite embarrassing. Okay, just need to get used to the range of this weapon, and we'll be all good. Oh, the barbarian's so hard, it has no armor. It's like, you walk in there and destroy everyone, he says as he continues to get hit stupidly. Let's actually try to pay attention to what we're doing. All you need to do is position yourself correctly before you attack, and then you just attack, and then they die, and then roll away, and then rinse and repeat. That's pretty much how you do that. There's a bastard sword just down there. We're not going to be getting that for this build, for obvious reasons. Is it too dark? No, it's fine. Shut up, Doomlink. It looks great. Yeah, two-handed is... it's dealing slightly more damage. It's not dealing so much more damage that I can one-shot everyone, unfortunately, but definitely there's no real benefit to going one-handed at this point, because the shield is just... well, actually, the shield isn't too bad. But, again, this kind of setup lends itself not to shielding, but instead to fast rolling, because I'm nice and light, and, yeah, it's not an amazing shield. You know what I could do? Now, this is a little bit risky. I'm not going to deny it. But we're dealing some pretty good damage right now. So we could take you on. Now we're going to whip out the shield. Hit him. Okay, that's not amazing damage, to be honest. Yeah, well, I shouldn't have done that. I knew I was only going to get one hit in, but I stupidly, without thinking, continued to attack anyway. You know, there's nothing wrong with fighting the Red-Eye Knight at the start, but if you're going to be a fucking idiot like me, maybe it is a bad idea. Alright, I've learnt my lesson. I've been knocked down a few levels, so let's continue on as if that didn't happen. It's alright, we were in soul form anyway, so that's not going to affect our ability to access Execution Marauder. Everything is at neutral at the moment, in terms of the world tendencies. So yeah, I'm just going to run through all of these guys because we've been through here before. We don't need to kill them all manually. Or do you want to experience the last 10 minutes of this recording again? Probably not, would be my guess. What the fuck? Ow. Anyway. You need to die. Are you quite behind on the stream, Shadow Elf? Because the only thing that I've done in terms of advertising is advertising the beers that I was talking about before, like whatever that would have been 4 minutes ago. By the time you get to me talking now, I'd recommend hitting that live button so you can catch up to the stream. Although sometimes YouTube can just be super fucking slow. That's what I've found. Oh, this is the first time that I'm actually streaming at 10K bitrate, so we'll see if that works out well. It should. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Oh dear. As per usual, I'm busy looking at the playback. Oh, okay. What were you talking about in terms of advertising then? Seems you're not too far behind after all. Okay. Hey. You keep your firebombs to yourself, sir. Just half the time, I don't know exactly what people are referring to when they talk to me in the stream chat, because I don't always speak with deep intention, so sometimes I'll say things and I will not have, you know, internalized that. I would have just talked, and then someone refers to it unspecifically, and then I'm like, wait, what? Anyway. That was a bit of a late parry, but it still worked. Let's go and get the Kling Ring, shall we? Oh, right. Well, that's right. There's nothing wrong with taking on the Red-Eye Knight, but if you can't do it properly, then don't. And I'm a great example of someone who can't do it properly, apparently. You fucking shithead. You flailing son of a Anyway. I don't know what the deal with this guy is. We're doing really well, guys. I was talking shit about people who found it difficult to run Barbarian, and here I am dying twice in the first area. It's just a phenomenal start to the recording, and probably just bad karma in the end. But we'll continue on anyway. I will admit that the guys with the flaming swords are pretty fucking dangerous when you are not using armor. Because those flaming swords deal some damage. Oh dear. You need to die. Did he die? Oh, he's so close to getting one shot. Okay, we're gonna go around you guys. Get out of my way, thank you. You can see how small our magic bar is, but that's not too bad. Jesus. Also, if I get hit by a firebomb, that's gonna be a really bad day. And that's just what happened. All of you flaming weapon people are seriously concerning me. Evidently, I have fought the flaming sword people before in this area. But the ones in the Kling Ring area gave me a run for my money. To the extent where I fucking died. Which is more than a little bit frustrating. No, I'm not planning on using magic in this build. I'm just going to try and avoid it. I'm actually going to fight the Flame Lurker legitimately in this build for the first time on camera. Not just in this series, but also in all of my recordings on this channel. I've never fought the Flame Lurker legitimately on camera before. So, This build is going to be the first time I do it. For better or for worse. I would suggest for worse. It was not my intention to enter the fog, but whatever. I was actually standing pretty far away from the fog when I entered it, so it looked really weird. Anyway. Now let's pick this up. Whatever that may be. Firebomb times 6. Pick up the bloodstain. And we need to roll into these barrels, or not. Shouldn't have been targeting it. Don't you flail at me. Fuck off. We're not having a repeat of this situation. Hit you before you can hit me. And these guys are not going to be the only ones with flaming weapons, so we do need to be careful. We will be able to get an old witch set. Actually, no, not the old witch set, sorry. Old raggedy robes is what it is. You need to die. Thank you. Knock this down. Knock this down. Heal up. Remember when I said that we're going to need as much grass as we can possibly get? We've picked up quite a little bit, and we're down to 4 right now, so... yeah. Oh, it's kind of bad. It's not just without magic, Shadow Elf, it's without the exploit. You don't necessarily have to run magic to do the exploit with, what's his face? The Flame Lurker. The worst, but most of the fight is fine. It's the last bit of the fight where just being near him, it's like you're burning to death. It's really annoying. And he gets really explodey. He does that stupid outward explosion attack even more often than usual. So, I'm just not a fan of it. I'm a bit rusty with that particular fight. It's just too tempting to do a casual exploit each time I take him on, so... yeah, I really, really have not fought him properly in a long time. But, we'll see how it goes. You're gonna die. Thank you for dying. And we're gonna put on some fucking clothes, if you don't mind. I don't know if these are female only. If they are, then it's pretty good that I decided to be a female this time around. You need to die. And there we go. So you don't actually have to play through too much of this game without armor, guys. You can just get this set, and you'll be fine. Still don't have a helmet, but that's alright. I wouldn't call it a good challenge, more like a slit my wrists challenge, but that will be for the entertainment of the viewers, so I've got nothing against entertaining my viewers. Okay. In terms of how long we're going to be recording today, I don't think we're going to go for very long. Probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. However long it takes me to drink these 2 beers, you know. Anyway. Go climb down here, get the Thief's Ring, which we will immediately equip. And I will put the Thief's Ring in the first slot rather than the second. It just feels natural. It feels like it's my main ring. So you put it in the first slot, you know. Just gonna kill these guys. Again, I'm so close to being able to one-shot them, it's really frustrating. Oh, stop it. No. Alrighty, hey. Again, it looks like you've killed them, but you haven't. The health bar looks as if it's been completely depleted. But in actuality, no. The poor guy just wanted to run out and attack me, but I was already attacking him before he'd even begun the animation to get out the door and attack me. The poor guy. And we've got our blue-eyed knight friend over here. Don't worry, Ostrava, I'm going to take care of him for you. I ran out of stamina. No, you don't. I don't like your little follow-up there, my friend. And die. I've got a scimitar just over here. Yes, it is a scimitar. I was thinking if it were a falchion or something, because I often get falchion and scimitar confused, only for a brief time though. Usually I'll fix my error kind of quickly and go, no, Doomlink, you idiot, it's a falchion, or no, it's a scimitar. But fortunately I got it right the first time. This time. Yeah, Pixel is about the amount of the HP left. Like, look at this. Oh, never mind, I killed him because I did 88 damage instead of 77 or whatever it was. 70-something is usually what it is. But like, for example, damn it, that's 108, because that was considered a critical attack. Alright, can you guys just die, please? Oh my god. Do a strong attack and hit multiple, there we go. So the 77, check out this health bar. Look at that. Look at that. That's all that's left. That tiny little bit of red. It's so annoying. Anyway. Shard of Hardstone and Shard of Sharpstone. So of course this weapon will upgrade through Hardstone. I'm probably not going to use the regular club though. What I plan to do is once I've cleared this area, I'm going to head to World 1-1 and pick up the Crushing Battle Axe +1, and then we'll take on World 1-2. Sounds like a plan, right? I don't really have the Stones of Ephemeral Eyes yet to take down this place to pure black, which is what I'm going to need to do to get the Guillotine Axe from What's-A-Face? Black Phantom Execution Marauder. Did you like that huge frame drop? Hope you did. That is the Demon Souls special right there. God damn it. I was hoping to hit both of them with that. I did intend to hit the one who jumped at me with that attack because I understood that the hitbox of my weapon was going to get him on that side, but I was anticipating to hit the one directly in front of me as well. I love it how I'm describing a confrontation that ended like 30 seconds ago, and I'm already in a new confrontation. But anyway. It's just one of those things. Sometimes there's a lot to talk about. No, you don't. See how brainless this is? I'm a barbarian. I'm not here to combat you with skill and finesse. I'm here to beat you over the head with a fucking club. And if you don't like it, then go home. Or maybe you live here. If so, my condolences. Crescent Moongrass ×3. Alrighty. Brightness is looking... well, it could be better. But I'm not too dark. In terms of brightness, I mean, my webcam view, not the game itself. You fucking asshole. I absolutely hate these guys, by the way. You do that. Ass face. Come on. These guys are the bane of my existence, if you were not aware. Now, is the Ring of Great Strength going to be necessary in this build? No. I'm going to try and have it be so that it is not necessary. Because the whole idea is that the build is a light strength build. It's supposed to be light weapons and light armor. It's a fast rolling strength build. Because you're so often, well, I'm so often doing heavy strength builds with heavy armor and heavy weapons, but you can get strength, you can get strength stat, or what's the word, stat scalings with light weapons as well. So, yeah, you can die, and your friends over here can die as well. Yeah, you and your spear. Cute. I just broke his guard with my attack. Alrighty. Just got a claw in my face, but it didn't really affect me too much, you know. Alrighty. Gonna pick up some black turpentine over here. Can you? Maybe not. Maybe not. Turpentine. I thought it was black turpentine, sorry. Don't know why I thought that. Must be going insane. Or something. I know what you're doing. These getting ready to throw a firebomb. Imagine having 2 people try to throw firebombs at you at the same time. You know, this is the worst part to die in the entire fucking area, because this is just before you've returned to the beginning, you know? What the fuck? Well, guys, we'll be running through the entirety of the fucking Boletarian Palace 1-1 area. Hope you're ready. Again, if I could just play properly, it wouldn't be an issue, but no. I've decided to, in this build, not play properly, which is... It is what it is, dying 3 fucking times in World 1-1 in New Game. Wow. Pretty hot stuff, Doomling, pretty hot stuff. Can you fucking get out of the corner, you useless bastard of a character? Bloody hell. Says the one controlling the character, of course. Get away. Anyway. So, I will take an obligatory moment to apologize for the cicadas outside. Come on, there we go. Because of course they do offer some rather unpleasant background noise for my audio recording. And they are here pretty much between November, December, and March. And it's fucking annoying, and I'm sick of it. All of my Can I help you, mate? All of my freaking recordings during that period of time are marred by cicadas in the background. I'm not sure what you were trying to say there, Shadow Wolf. Oh dear. Just needed to fall back momentarily. That was like the most fucking strategic move I've ever seen from a Blue-Eyed Knight. He actually stayed out of sight here, and then at the very moment he lined up with me and was able to pass through here, he was already charging with his sword. So, as soon as I had seen the guy, he was basically ready to hit me with that attack. And it's his strongest frickin' attack as well. It's nuts. Very nice work, Mr. Blue-Eyed Knight. Maybe a player was controlling him briefly. Can you fucking... Oh, I wondered what that was. It was a bolt from the distance. That's what it fucking was. You with your damn bolt. You've got a friend as well. Sorry, not a friend. You've got 4 of them shooting bolts at me. This is terrible. Oh, you can do this every time. I'm an idiot. It's not just once that you can do this. What am I thinking? So every single time you come here, this trap will be here to use. How stupid of me. Anyway. Okay. I guess that's true, Shadow Elf. That's actually a good point. And it's one of the reasons why my commentary is not entirely on point as well. And I'm only filling it further with beer, which is just delightful. Ugh. No, you don't. I knew to roll out of the way of him there, but I just didn't have the stamina to do it. I'm waiting for the dragon to come. I don't know where he is. Maybe he's not going to come. That's alright. He's probably flown to World... whatever it is. World 1-2 already. Probably not, actually, but... Sometimes he just doesn't want to come. Can you stop with your goddamn ranged attacks, you spear-wielding son of a bloody bastard. No, no firebombs. None of that. It's not necessary. I have to say, I've taken so much fucking damage in this area. Stop it. I love that fucking synchronized death animation. Why are you still alive? Fuck off out of my face. You've got to be kidding me. Anyway. You can die. Alright, it's take two in this area, guys. Let's actually do it right this time. Imagine if we fucked up again. I don't even want to imagine that, so let's not. Hello. Come on, boys. I'm gonna lure you over here. Or not. He's gonna stay in perfect poking range of me. Prick. Look at this guy. Just fucking follow me. Stop being such a wuss. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. We're almost done. Now these flailing pricks. Oh god. Now I've got the mini phalanx monsters to deal with. Come on. Of course, killing these guys is useful because you do get some materials from them from time to time. That's a very good drop by these guys' standards, because sometimes you only get one item, and it's usually just the basic level item, but this time I got two, and one of them was the second tier upgrade item. That's really interesting. How's the brightness of me? Again, not great. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to raise it, if you wouldn't mind. Okay. There we go, you can see me a little bit better now. Always helpful to be able to see the person who's talking to you in the video. Alright, let's continue on. I'm feeling a little bit hot. I am wearing jeans, of course. Long jeans. And it's not comfortable when it's 30 degrees outside, incidentally. Now, it would have been fine had I been inside all day, but I was walking around in the sun just before this recording, so I heated up a little bit. Wasn't great. But, yeah, we're pretty much done with World 1-1. Just need to take on the Phalanx boss. That took a long friggin' time. That was 42 fucking minutes to get to the Phalanx boss. Wow. That's pretty damn sad. Pretty damn sad. Okay, did we pick up any half moon? I'm pretty positive that we did. Oh god, go away. See, that's why they allow you to see what the hell's going on when you have your item screens up. It's very useful. Okay, so we'll go and equip Half Moon Grass here. We'll use some of it, because we are at the point where we probably need it. And we'll go and equip some Turpentine. Actually, can you fuck off? Just when I think I've killed all of you bastards, one of you just comes out of nowhere. I'm using the Thief's Ring too. This is an insult. Alright, so we've got 12 fire bombs, all 12 of which we will not be using like at any time after this boss, so let's just use them all. Get through this nice and quick. Yeah, you throw your ranged attack, I'll throw mine. Let's see how you compare. You gotta love that tiny fucking explosion and how it just destroys everyone. Okay, let's try that again. Yep, the key is not to get flinched by the attacks of the small guys. There we go. Now let's see if we can get multiple with this one. Yes, we can. Excellent. Okay, we'll go around this side. Well, we've got some over here. This will be a good splash damage. Never mind, he took the whole fucking thing. Okay. Now for some Turpentine. Can I apply it? No, I can't. You can't apply Turpentine to a club. Oh. I've got 2 clubs. So if I wanted to go nuts and have a club in each hand, I could have done that. I forgot that that was a thing. Okay, so we've got a winged spear, which is pretty good. Oh, I don't have... okay, we'll go with the winged spear. I don't have the skill to use that either. Well, fuck. I'm stuck with the club. Well, it should be fine. I've got some space to hit this guy. Actually, let's quickly heal, because I'm not doing so well with health at the moment. Yeah, this guy doesn't have enough allies to protect him properly, so we should be fine. Keep walking around here. They're going to try and protect him, but we should be fine. Okay. He's almost dead. Hardest boss ever, guys. Okay. And with that taken care of, we will now go and head to World 2-1 and get the Crushing Battle Axe +1. Well, not immediately, actually. Because what we need to do first is talk to the Monumental, be given the opportunity to level up, and then, you know, level up. And then we can probably get the Crushing Battle Axe +1. Yeah. Let's go head up. Okay. Of course, the Monumental always has a little bit to talk about, and I always skip what she has to say, because I've seen it once before, and if you've seen it once before, you probably don't need to see it again. It's usually how that works. And she's the one with the single lit candle. There is something that thou needest know, or something like that. Just make sure you answer yes to her question. Because if we don't accept the mission, we can't really play the game, can we? I'm sure that if you say no, you can talk to her again and you'll be given the option to say yes again. So, don't freak out. Okay. So with that, we will talk to... What's her face? The woman in black, the maiden in black, sorry. The woman in black, yeah, that's her official name. The woman in black. It's the female version of Men in Black, what can you say? Or the man in black. There is no the man in black. There's only Men in Black. Have you ever noticed that? Yes, indeed. I'm going to talk to you, give you the jade hair ornament. The Ring of Herculean Strength is useful pretty much no matter what build you're running.
May I ask, would you...
Yes, you can have it. The hell am I going to do with it? I'm not going to comb my fucking hair with it. Or, well, it's not really something to comb your hair with, but anyway. I'm not going to put it in my hair. It looks like a comb. This is the thing. It's a hair ornament, but it looks like a comb. That's my point. Okay, so what we're going to do is we will equip these usable souls. Consume them. And then level up. Do we need the Phalanx soul? Or the lead demon soul? Let's not eat our fucking Crescent Moon grass, please. We probably don't need the Phalanx soul. The only thing that I can think to use it for is the Scraping Spear, and we're not going to use it with the Scraping Spear, so... Or we're not going to use the Scraping Spear anyways, so let's just go and consume it. Okay. I will seek soul power. She's basically asking if we want to level up. I think so. I think I want to level up. Okay, so what we're going to do is... Actually, dexterity requirements. I'm going to see if the Guillotine Axe has a specific dexterity requirement. Actually, no, I should first look at the Battle Axe, because, to be honest, if the Battle Axe has a particular stat requirement in dexterity that is higher than 9, obviously I need to go and level up to that. So what have we got? Battle Axe has no dexterity requirement. Guillotine Axe has no dexterity requirement. So actually, I probably don't need to have any dexterity at all. Works pretty well. Okay, let's just leave dexterity alone for now. I'm feeling that that's a good idea. Let's take you to 20. Just feels right. And then endurance we will get to 15. Excellent. So now we'll go and pick up the Crushing Battle Axe +1. We should have a pretty good scaling with it, because of course it is crushing. And as well as that, we have 20 strength for it to scale with, so that's pretty damn good. We're not going to go all the way through this area yet. Actually, maybe I want the dexterity so that I can use the winged spear, because we would use the winged spear to get through this area. Because those scale miners are very resistant to slashing damage, basically. Oh well, we'll worry about that later, I suppose. How long have we been recording? Why would you recommend the Dragon Bone Smasher for a light strength build? But anyway, thank you, Jofada, but I've been playing this game since it came out, so... hold on, I just need to get my playback here. Well, playback up on the screen, anyway. Hey, now. It does help to actually get the correct timing with this one. Okay. We'll go get the Crushing Battle Axe +1, and we will return to Area 1-2 and take care of that. Okay, let's turn this thing. Now, we will of course be able to get a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes at the bottom here, but because we are going to be heading up first, we may as well take care of that first. Because even if we go down first, we would have to come all the way up anyways, so... Oh dear, I do not have too much damage right now. Didn't even notice. Got these scale miners here, who are going to probably present a little bit of a problem if they do get past this guy. Ha ha ha, there is nothing funny about this situation, because I'm literally hitting you repeatedly with a blunt weapon. Why you... God, that was such a fast follow-up that very nearly hit me and dealt some serious damage. Alright, scale miner. You stop with your magic, sir. Of course, the thing that really bothers me the most about the Fat Officials is the fact that they have very high resistance to your attacks. Once they are in that animation, the attack that you deal to him will not knock him back. It's really bothersome. Oh no, I can't believe I just fucking did that. You've got to be kidding me. Fucking Christ. Because I've never done that before. I've never tried to get over to the other side from the top. It's never something that I've done. So I ended up walking straight into the fucking bar at the top. That was terrible. Again, falling is what kills you in this game, not much else. It's always the stupid falling mechanics, you know. Hey now. Anyway, Jofada, I'm not going to be using a Dragon Bone Smasher because you have to understand that if I'm going to have a heavy strength build and then a light strength build, it would make no sense to use the Dragon Bone Smasher in a light strength build, because at this point I want a little bit of variation of the weapons that I'm using. So if I've already used a Dragon Bone Smasher, which you'd be stupid not to use it for a heavy strength build, there's not much use in using it for this build as well, unless I want everything to look the same. The Dragon Bone Smasher is just such a good weapon that it is easy to pull it out. I'm also not going to be using the Meat Cleaver either, because it's just such a ridiculously overpowered weapon, and while it's not relatively heavy, it's not quite what I'm looking for in a light strength build either. I'm looking for more, you know, guillotine axe sort of thing. That's my aim. Alrighty. Actually, where were my souls? They must have been at the top. I had consumed pretty much all of them, so I don't really need to worry about getting them back. Souls are still pretty valuable at this stage in the game. I'm only soul level something or other. Soul level 16. But I'll get some more as I go through World 1-2. Anyway, Crushing Battle Axe +1, that is dealing quite a little bit more damage. So let's go and take on this area. Of course, we'll be fighting Mr. Giant Knight Man, the Tower Knight. And I'm still tossing up between whether or not I should even bother with shields in this run, because I'm very tempted to just fast roll through everything in two-hand at all times. So, I'm definitely going to be two-handing for this run, or rather through this area, but whether or not I do that for the entirety of the run is something I still need to decide on. I'm thinking yes, because it's just one of those situations where if I'm going to be fast rolling at all times, the hell am I going to use a shield for, you know? Sometimes I just like to have the shield, it feels right to have the shield, but yeah. Yeah, it is working best, Shadow Elf, so... If it works, just keep doing it, you know. And it's also probably a lot more comfortable than whipping out a shield unnecessarily. Feels good to be one-shotting these guys here at this stage. Go and talk to Ostrava. Actually, this is not the way we want to be going. I'm going to go around here. Where is he? Oh, I didn't talk to him to get the brass telescope. Scheisse. Well, that's not really going to reflect poorly on my build, is it? Don't think so. I don't even know if we're going to need colourless demon souls at the end, so killing him through Mephistopheles may not be necessary. Anyway. Come on, dragon. I do think it is possible for you to just run before the dragon comes in, just make it. But only at the very first moment you arrive at the bridge. You would need to time it pretty well with your stamina. You don't want to have like most of your stamina depleted before you've even gotten on the bridge. It's one of those things. Yeah, I know I can, Jafada, but why the hell would I bother doing that, you know? That's why I was trying to work out whether or not it would affect me in this build to not have talked to him. Because, yeah, I don't need pure Clearstone, because I'm not doing a quality build. And I don't believe I'm going to need colourless demon souls either. So, I think he can bugger off. He can go and walk around alone in World 1-1 with his broken AI. That guy got thrown off, I think. Or did I see that differently? Is that him there? Hold on. No, that's just a shadow, I think, yeah. Oh no, I've got money flying off my desk. No, it's just, I don't even know how that moved anywhere. There's literally no airflow in my room, so there's no breeze, so I don't know how that banknote just flew off my desk. If there's a ghost in my room, please relax. Just wait until after I finish recording, I'll give you some attention then. Anyway. You guys need to die. I very much like the range of this weapon. I very much like the moveset of it. This is compared to the club, which feels so clumsy and so stupid, and I'm sure that that's by design, because it's intended to be the weapon of a barbarian, not by some sort of dexterous warrior. So of course, the animations of the club are very flailsome, to use a word that I do not believe exists, but very well could exist and very well should exist. Flailsome. Flailing. Flailesque. Anyway, can you just... Anyway, using SOME is very archaic in that way. For example... Anyway, I'm not going to go into that. English lessons from Dawn. Ugh. Mausoleum Key I'm not interested in because I am currently running a female character. And so I can't use the armor set, that is male only. As well as that, I'm not interested in Demon Brant. And Dark Moon Grass I pretty much never use anyway. So, yep. Nothing interesting at all. Okay. Picking up all this stuff here. How many Stones of Ephemeral Eyes do I have? Because once I feel that I have enough to drop down, oh, then again, I'm making it harder for myself by continuing through this Archstone and killing bosses if I want to take it down to pure black and kill Black Phantom Execution Marauder. Well, sorry, how many did I have again? I think it was 3. 2. Jesus. Okay, I've made it harder for myself because I went and died in World 2-1, losing one of my, alive, whatever you call that. One of my lives, there you go. I lost one of my lives when I could have instead used it to contribute to the world tendency of World 1 going down. So maybe instead of taking on the Tower Knight, because that would honestly be counterproductive for me at this point, I may instead backtrack to the beginning, back to the Nexus, and take on 4-1. Level up there. Thinking of Stone of Ephemeral Eyes locations, there are a few. I picked up one in 2-1. There's another one closer to the boss of 2-1. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes in 4-1, I think. Is there one underground? Near Grave Robber Blige? Possibly. It's very difficult to go back this way with the dragon, by the way. But we're going to give it a try anyway. Because the reason why that's difficult, and he may very well kill me, and I'm going to let him kill me because it may very well speed things up. But the problem is that he's... Oh, yeah, that's alright. Sped things up. The problem, of course, being that, you know, he starts where you finish, so it's harder. Alright, let's go and find some stones. Yeah, I might get Marauder's armor set. Well, no, not Marauder's armor set, because you get Marauder's armor set from her living version. And if I go and take Boletarian Palace down to pure black, I'm pretty much not going to be fighting her alive again. So, yeah, it's one of those things. Anyway. I think that would be in World 5-2, Jofado. I don't think she sells it in 5-1, so I'd be forced to go through 5-1, kill Leechmonger. Yeah. We could do... There's 2 that I'm thinking of in 3-1. Maybe we could just do 3-1 now. That would be pretty risky. But, okay. There was a... Can you remember if there's a stone in 4-1, Jofada? Because if there is, I'll do 4-1 now, and then I'll follow it up with World 3-1, the idea being that it's easy to go through World 4-1. I can just take the shortcut and kill that fat guy nice and easily. Whatever his name is, the Adjudicator. And then I'll be a little bit stronger to take on the Mind Flayers of 3-1, because they're quite a concern at low levels. Is that... Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a good point. Where's Primeval Potato in Boletarian Palace? Is he in 1-1? Because I have not. It's been many years since I've bothered to kill the Primeval Demon in World 1. That's a long story, Shadow Elf. I'm not a huge fan of... Dark Souls 2, but the other Souls games are good. Dark Souls 1 is a fucking masterpiece that is... The fact that it even existed in conjunction with this game, like one after the other, back to back, is just astounding to me. And Dark Souls 3 is good fun. Haven't played it enough, though. Does require running through 1-1 to 1-3 without leaving. So therefore I would need to kill the Archdemon of an area before that point. Because I'm guessing what you're saying is that the Primeval Demon is in World 1-3. So... Okay. I don't know exactly where the Primeval Demon is in 1-3. Can you describe it? I'm up for that, though. Okay, so what you're... this whole situation is assuming that I want the Executioner morale to set. Do I want the Executioner morale to set? I probably do, you know. Because to have both that and the Guillotine Axe is kind of cool. So, maybe I will do that. Okay. Okay, on the way to unlocking the shortcut of 1-3. Okay, well what we'll do is we'll, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try and get the Weapon of Execution Meralda as well as the armor set. And that should be pretty easy. Excellent. It's on the large rooftop area. Yep, I know what you're talking about. Okay, so which archdemon should I try to kill? Could do the Storm King. Storm King is definitely doable. I think I would prefer Storm King, you know, because it's easier to get through those areas. Yeah, doing the fucking Storm King. I'm not doing World 2, you've got to be kidding me. I'm not doing World 5 either. So let's do World 4. No, I'm not going for Dragon God because I wanted to kill the Flame Lurker legitimately at this point. I'm not confident in my current build as it is now for taking on the Flame Lurker legitimately without the glitch, so... yeah. Also, Shadow Elf, sorry that I'm discussing things with a guy on Twitch. I know you can't follow the conversation, but... yeah, the current plan, for those who cannot read the conversation, which is everyone who is watching the VOD, because I don't keep the Twitch chat visible on the stream. Basically, what I'm going to do is take World 1 to Pure Black. I'm going to kill Execution Meralda for her Guillotine Axe, and then I will... Can you stop with your fucking rolling around? You're not going to kill me, sir. I will not fucking permit it, he says as he dies immediately. It's alright, we'll try that again. I wasn't fucking paying attention. Fuck's sake. Anyway. Off we go again. I'm gonna hit you before... oh, never mind. I overestimated the range of this bloody weapon. Okay. Moving on as if that didn't fucking happen. No, you don't. Actually, you can come my way, Mr. Sword Guy. Oh, I love that roll attack with the battle axe. That's quite yummy. It's so fast. Check that out. Bang. Or slice, whatever onomatopoeia you want to use. Is slice onomatopoeia? No, I wouldn't say so. I absolutely hate these guys in that they fucking pursue you. I mean, it's kind of obvious. He's a skeleton. That's what skeletons do. You can eat my ass, you fucking bony bastard. It's time for another beer. I'm officially pissed off. Imagine dying repeatedly in World 4-1 and suggesting that it's doable to get through World 4-2. It's doable, don't worry. I believe in myself. Gonna do a much sharper angle on this one, so that I don't have as much of a head. Fucking 4-1, man. Fucking 4-1. All it is my stupidity, at the end of the day. Let's use the shield. The shield is not amazing, but it will work. Like so. He says as he completely fucks that up. See, the shield is not a really good shield. The guard break reduction is not overly impressive. I wanted to roll there. Did not work. You've got to be kidding me, mate. Why did I miss that attack? It's incredible how much less damage I'm doing when I don't have my weapon two-handed. Well, I think, well, I don't really know how that works, Drafana, because I would say that World 4 is pretty easy to run through, and there are no bosses of World 4 that are a challenge, whereas I would say Flame Lurker is a reasonable challenge uncheesed. Okay, you, my friend, are gonna... No, you're not gonna get backstabbed, apparently. Maybe he can't be backstabbed, I can't remember now. There we go. Oh dear. Come on, my friend, don't be shy. I will go two-handed when I attack, just to get this done a little bit faster. God, the range of his sword is not ideal. Go get the bowman. And now for your friend up here, or rather friends, but I will be fighting them individually. He fucking missed me with that attack, so I went to go two-handed, but he was not ready to be attacked. Well, he went flying. He was having some fun. No, don't you fucking kill me now. You've got to be kidding me. Get your shield out, Doom. Like, holy fucking balls. Ugh. How stressful. Soul remains. Die. No, I mean the actual confrontation with the Flame Lurker, you see. With my current defense, I cheese the Flame Lurker so much that I'm not capable of fighting the Flame Lurker legitimately. With my current defense. This is not going to happen. I don't know his moves well enough. And it's not so much his regular mode that concerns me, it's the mode that he gets into just before death. That's what concerns me the most. I do believe that it will save me more time to go through 4-1 and 4-2. I wouldn't say 4-2 is a lengthy run. But compared to dropping in 2-2, I would say it's lengthy. Can you hurry up and die? Frickin' Vanguard. Oh, dearie me. Are you dead yet? Still alive. Must be hard being such a useless creature. You've got an interesting design, but I don't like you as an enemy. Alright. Why are you doing 2 of those? That's terrible. You almost killed me with that. You fucking asshole. I might get killed by the rays now. I didn't like a double heavy swing that he did there. Thank you for dying. All for nothing, really. He gives me like no souls, and he gives me the Vanguard Demon Soul, or the Grey Demon Soul as it's called. Which is like not going to equate to much souls. Or many souls, rather. Speaking of souls, I might go and pick up some items so that I can have as many souls as I can possibly use to level up at this stage. Because I think I'm going to need them. Ow. Oh, sticky white stuff. Does sticky white stuff work on Flame Lurker? Because I thought he was a fire monster. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding something. Oh, not you again. I'm going to need to use my shield. Go two-handed now. Let's try and not alert the Black Skeleton. Someone who I do really not need to fight right now is the Black Skeleton. That guy can actually go away. Oh, right. Magic damage. Sorry. Strange that I thought it applied fire. Yeah, the only way to deal fire damage with weapons in this game is to either infuse with dragon or use a weapon with innate fire, like the Ippy Rapier, I suppose. Whoa, no fucking way! I was not pointing my analog stick in the direction of the cliff when I rolled at that time, and I had cognitively decided that I would not move my analog stick in that direction, yet in spite of that, I went and fucking rolled there anyway. Do you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? It means we will be taking the fucking shortcut. You know, I spend all this time just to get to that fucking point, only to do something ridiculous like that. It's always falling that kills me in this bloody video game. Every time. I love you, Demon Souls, but sometimes you make me want to slit my fucking wrists. It is hot today. If you've ever been in hot summer fucking Australian weather and have found yourself angry, it's even worse, because getting angry when it's hot is not fun. Sure, sequence break, whatever term you prefer. Oh dear. Come on. Why did I think he was doing the heavy attack? I dropped my shield instinctively. My instincts failed me. Kill him before he can kill you, Doomlink, you fucking useless person. Fuck me dead. I was being honest when I said that going through Fall 1 would not be a difficulty, but today is not my day. Today is not my day. Alright, catch you later, Shadow Elf. Thanks for joining. Can always try again. You need to meet with death. You need to meet with the sharp edge of my fucking axe, you insufferable skeletal creature. Anyway. Take whatever it is. 4. Maybe 5. Why do you miss me completely when I've got my shield ready, and then when I don't have my shield ready you want to be dead fucking accurate? Asshole. Okay. Hello. You never have much to contribute, do you? Don't bring the other one. Thank God for the fucking thief's ring. Again, my apologies for the cicadas outside. They're slightly loud. That was really dirty what you just did, my friend. That was really dirty. Remember when I had like 26 fucking half moon grass before I came in here? Yeah, well it's not 26 anymore. Maybe it was 24. Something like that. You and your goddamn rolling. Fucking skeletons. Okay, shortcut time. Don't know why I didn't just take it before. It's not the gold skeleton that killed me after all. Oh, I was hoping for a double hit. Don't know why. Like a double hit kill, rather. And... hey, I can fucking back... No! Well, thank God for Demon Souls falling damage. That's one thing that can be fucking said. How long have I been recording? 1 hour and 18. This is going to be a long recording, I think. Regenerator's ring. Lord knows I might fucking need it with my current play. Let's get some Dark Moon Grass. Dark Moon Grass. What is it called again? Dark Moonlight Stone. I called it Dark Moon Grass. What the fuck am I? I must be on the Dark Moon Grass right now. I must be lighting it up in a fucking pipe and smoking it through my nose to say Dark Moon Grass instead of Dark Moonlight Stone. That's true. That's true, Jofada. Are you Jofada or your father? Just had to ask. Okay, come on, mate. Why am I egging him on? He's gonna shit on me if I'm not careful. Like, he will shit on me. Literally. You know what? You're not even fucking worth it. There's nothing that you can give me that's worthwhile. Like, there's nothing that you can give me that would be worth risking my life. Okay, so you can fuck off. Hello, Adjudicator. Can you just, you know, stop existing or something like that? Whatever works. There we go. Get my stamina back, and we're gonna do some strong attacks. Deplete the stamina, and that will do. Either or. Okay, I'll call you Jofada. Just seems better, because Jofada, I don't know, seems right. I'm gonna try and roll through this. Oh baby, that was dangerous because I had a block in my way. You know. Is he doing it again already? You need to stop. Turn over here, mate, with your big, ugly feet. Yeah, when you're ready. Okay. Get stamina back, and this should kill him. There we go. It's the Adjudicator. He's going to open his big ugly mouth, and he's dead. We will, of course, go and level up. And we should be getting lots of souls for this point in the game, for sure. When we consume the Adjudicator soul, keeping in mind I will not be using the meat cleaver, so I don't need to keep the soul. We should be getting a shitload of souls for this point. And I think I'm going to put it all into Vitality to make it easier to run through this place. Maybe not all of it. Maybe I'll take Strength to 25 and then put the rest in Vitality, something like that. Wow, I have a lot of souls to consume, I have to say. This is quite over the top. Whatever works. Well, it's going to do more than work. Alright. Don't eat the grass. This is what happens when I don't watch what I'm doing. It's getting dark again. You know, I keep changing my fucking brightness in my room and it's just not good enough, you know. I'll have to do it again. I have to raise the brightness of my room light. Okay, so what we're going to do is we will consume the Grey Demon Soul. I don't want the Dozer Axe. Like, the Dozer Axe is kind of heavy, and it's not a good strength weapon, so, like, it's just, it sucks. Sorry, Meat Cleaver. Not today. Not today. I'm in the way of the souls counter. I currently have... what is it? Actually, yeah, it's 38,364. I'm just going to increase the brightness of my room one moment. Here we go. How's that? Excellent. You can see me again. I'm visible. Hello. Alright. Let's continue on. Now. We have 38,364 souls. We will go and find the Maiden in Black, who is not hanging out by the Archstone, by the looks of it. Yes, it's just... the Dozer Axe is just a joke. I'd like to use it for a build, but it wouldn't be a serious build. It would probably just be a fun sort of new game build to just use the Dozer Axe for fun. It's such a disappointing weapon, it really is. I don't know why they chose to make it be so bad. Ugh. Now, you can go to 25. Then you can go to maybe, yeah, 21. That's nice. Sorry about the background noise, by the way. That's slightly disruptive, isn't it? Okay. Now, I think we're ready for, well, I wouldn't go so far as to say that we're ready, but I'd say we're going to now take on World War 1. And I think it should be a pretty swift process, the way that I'm visualizing it in my head. Actually, I moved my finger like this to indicate that I'm an idiot, or that I'm crazy, rather. And that's probably true. That's my subconscious speaking. He's crazy. No, it's just not going to be hard. We'll get through it. I understand that after my performance in Worldfall 1 that may not sound very convincing, but we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Ugh. It's annoying, like the soul counter is just on my arm. Is it here? No. This arm. It's like right there. It doesn't matter. The point is that the soul counter is in an annoying spot. I'm just going to show this because I rarely show the whole cutscene. Scary Reaper Man. You know the weird thing about it, or about him that I've never really seen before, is that he has a gloved hand. 2 gloved hands, actually. I always thought of him as some kind of skeleton, but he's clearly not, unless he's got gloves over his skeletal hands. Alright, I'm going to land on him, just to interrupt his soul ray. And he's not having a good day. Go step on the pressure plate. Ugh. Chunk of dark moonstone. Alright, so this part just up here is probably one of the harder parts, like the area with these skeletons plus the gold skeletons. We're gonna try and run through it. There are definitely ways to do this effectively. I apologize once again for the background noise. Come on, get that fucking... Oh, damn. Now, I was close to getting that right, because of course you do have a pretty significant invulnerability period while passing through the fog gate, but unfortunately, my positioning is not quite right, but that's alright, we can do it again. We can do it as many times as we need to. I'm actually wasting lives that I could be sacrificing to drop World 1 down, but no, apparently that's too intelligent, Doomlink. Instead, you should just sacrifice your life needlessly, and to no effect, in an area like this. Fucking annoying. But anyway. I'll kill this guy again because keeping him alive is too dangerous. But one point is that if we do fail this multiple times, but we can pick up our soul repeatedly each time, we will be able to amass a decent number of souls as a result. So that's one positive thing, I suppose. That's correct, Ultima Bonfire. One of the greatest games ever made. It's really confusing when you write Bondfire, because it makes me want to say bonfire, but it's actually Bondfire. And part of the reason why I clarified that was so that people didn't think that I pronounce bonfire as Bondfire. Get in there. There we go. That fucking skeleton's a dickhead. Oh my god, why do I have Crescent Moongrass equipped? I know why. It's because I was using my souls. This is terrible. Oh no. Okay, we can avoid this guy's attack if we stay real close to him. Did I get hit by it? No fucking way. Hey guys, I'm just farming souls, what can I say? What are you talking about, Jafada? Oh, right, that's what you meant. For me, the soul counter is not... Like, it's the least important thing, really. Like, and it doesn't feel right to put myself in the top corners. Being in the top corners is just weird, because it looks like you're floating, and it just looks awkward. Whereas if you're at the bottom, it's like you're at the bottom of the screen, so you don't have to worry about looking like you're floating. Like, it doesn't look as much of a... It doesn't look like a complete box at that point. It's like an incomplete box, and it just looks better, aesthetically. But to be in the top corners, it just looks like garbage, in my opinion. I mean, people can do what they like. If that's how they like to put their camera, then that's a-okay. And perhaps if it's a situation where it's just absolutely unacceptable to have the camera positioned at the bottom, then you can go ahead and do that. But I wouldn't call this a situation where it's necessary to put myself in the top corners. And I would say, realistically, like, not... the least important thing to cover would probably be the thing that says Shrine of Storms, like, so what? Doesn't really need to be shown at all times, but again, I'm not going to put myself in the top right corner. But covering the souls seems kind of fine. I don't really take much issue with that. Definitely bottom right is the best. You know what, I don't like you at all. You need to... He's going to try and punch me, you need to not do that. Oh yes, I need to go and equip my... Kill him now! Is he going to get me again? No, he's not. Jesus, look at me. Eating my fucking Crescent Moon grass. Okay, time to engage your brain, Doom Link. Actually unequip that shit grass. And equip this stuff. That's going to help you out a little bit more. Oh. Yeah, I could always do that. That's a great idea, Jafada. Flip myself upside down. Put myself in the top right corner because I'm in Australia. Yeah, that's fair. Anyway. Oh shit, managed to get me. We're gonna kill this guy just because I don't trust him at any... Oh my god, the range of that. He's gonna do a fucking beam attack, you watch. I hate this guy. Disappointing. Disappointing. He disappoints me, what can I say? Go into the boss room, please. Okay. Now, see, we're pretty much almost done with this already. Like, 4-2 is not that hard. You just try and get to the end nice and quickly. It's mainly the skeletons in that first area once you go outside, after the Reaper, the first Reaper that is, that you can just run through them, and then after that, you can mostly face everything head on. This part up here is a little bit difficult. I will be whipping out my shield for this. I will kill you because I don't like you at all. I'll be whipping out my shield for this because this gets a little bit dirty. Come on. Okay. Now we're gonna mash you to death. Okay, that should do the job. Then everyone should die. And again, lots of souls. Did I pick up a war scythe? I think I did. I didn't see it at all. Yeah, I did. Excellent. Good to see. I think I have seen you in my live stream before, Jofana, because I do recognize your name. But I think it's been a long time since you were last in the stream chat, so I do welcome you back regardless. Yeah, the war scythe is kind of a rare drop, but unfortunately it's not really going to be something to use with my build. Yeah, there aren't that many people streaming Demon Souls, so I suppose at some point you'd have to find your way back here. Though it is if you don't remember me, it is a shame because I do have this long fucking hair. You'd think it'd be somewhat memorable. I guess I'm not a memorable streamer. No, I don't really consider myself a streamer, so I don't really let that bother me. Is it a quality weapon? Let's check. We're fighting the what's his face. We don't really have to worry about the guy. Yeah, quality weapon. Yeah, the old hero. Don't have to worry too much about, you know, fighting him properly. Alright, let's get away from him. Relax. Mummified Stevie Wonder. Yes, indeed. As you can see, the damage that I'm dealing is quite poor, but it's the old hero, so we'll be alright. I think I actually got pushed by that a little bit, if you saw. That's really funny. But yeah, because the old hero is such a fucking pushover, the fact that we are dealing so little damage is not going to be that much of a problem. Hey, hey. Leave me alone. I'm just someone who's trying to take your life. There's no need to be so aggressive. So if I just deplete all of my stamina with a round of attacks and then get the hell out of there, I'll be mostly alright. Unless I fail a roll when he comes after me. Which is possible technically, but I'd like to think no. Yeah, you can try. I'm not there. I wish that I was doing a little bit more damage so that this could be a slightly faster process, so dear viewers, you will have to bear with me on this one. But at the very least, we are suffering together. Sorry for the background noise again. Yeah, you do that, Atay, that's fine, it's not going to hit me, but you can try. You can try. I do appreciate the effort, I appreciate the thought that goes into it. The thought that you want me to die. But our desires are mutual in that regard, I will mention. You need to die now. I say as I slowly whittle down his health. Or whittle away at his health. Whittle down. I don't like whittle down. Sorry for the background noise, by the way. Let's say that a few more times. Full moon grass. Hey, how about we just collect some items to pass the time? No, that's not really going to do well to pass the time. Well, it'll do well to pass the time, but it won't do well to actually get this done, because the sooner we get this done, the happier everyone's going to be, including me. Oh dear. We're going to end up getting a lot done in this fucking recording, I think. Because once I do take on Black Phantom, Execution, and Marauder, I will at that point be locking myself in for a run all the way to 1-3 as well. But that's okay. I'm A-okay with that. He's almost dead, sort of. Maybe I should do these strong attacks instead. I don't know if that's better or worse. Probably better. Of course, the Thief's Ring does make a big difference for this fight. I'd like to think that's quite obvious. Hey, I'm looking for things to talk about, sorry. I can give completely useless tidbits of information like that. For the sake of conversation. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe someone didn't know that using the Thief's Ring to be harder to be spotted by a blind guy would be a good thing. Or would be a viable strategy. Okay, there we go, he's dead and he's gonna die in a rather epic way. That's how heroes die, everyone. Alright. With that taken care of, it's time to fight the Storm King. We will of course be whipping out the Storm Ruler, but we do need to be careful with these Stingrays because they will be dealing a lot of damage to us with our current defense. We are currently at soul level 27, which isn't super low, but for an Archdemon it can be considered quite low, so therefore our defense is not incredible. You can use Demon's Prank on Old Hero. That makes sense. I've never bothered to try, but I suppose if you're doing a Soul Level 1 run, Demon's Prank the Old Hero. Maybe you'll be able to have some better DPS on him and get it done a little faster. Huh. Okay, Storm Ruler. Can still fast roll with it, of course, and I will drop the volume of the game to -26. I'm getting hit. I ended up taking it down to -27, but that's alright. Of course, the reason why I do this, for anyone who is not aware, is because the attack of the Storm Ruler is frickin' loud, and it would drown out my voice if I were to not lower the volume of it. I can do it a little bit more smoothly when it is not live, of course, but it is live, so it has to be done in a very manual fashion. Oh, can you stop? Keeping in mind I do have the Thief's Ring on at the moment, so it could be a lot worse than even this. Choose not to use the Thief's Ring for this particular part of the game, and you may find yourself regretting a few things. May. You might be fine as well. It really depends on how adept you are. It's so loud, it just distorts on its own. It's insane. I don't know what they were thinking with that. But it is in desperate need of some kind of attenuation. Ugh. See, like, even now it's probably kind of loud. But that's after dropping it back, like, a lot of volume, so... Okay, I think the Storm King is coming down now. That should be all the little guys. No, there's one left, but I think the Storm King's still coming down. Come on, get over here. I need to kill you. Okay, is he coming down? He's about to, I think. Come on. Get over here. Scheisse. He's coming down! So we do have one little stingray left, but he's not going to be bothering us at all, to be honest. So we should be fine. Should get 2 hits in, come on. Excellent. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I probably don't need to do that though. She's not going to be doing too much... She's not going to be giving me too much trouble. Can you get over here? I don't like this frickin' ray. He's just moving in a circle. Okay, this is not good. This is not a good position. Hopefully standing here will be alright for avoiding these attacks. Yes, it is. Quite alright. Fortunately. It was sufficient cover. Maybe I can get 3 hits. Come on, baby. Get that stamina back. Yeah. Well, you taught me something new, Jofada, so there you go. Nothing wrong with that. I wonder what this thing says. Beware of giant fucking stingray. Is probably what it says. No, I would doubt that. I would say that this thing was here before the ray was. But, you know. Okay. And hopefully this will be the end of Mr. Storm King. Hey, come on. Shit. It may have been the end of Mr. Storm King had I been a little bit more smart with my attacks. I swear I hit the bumper button, but it must have been just slightly too early, so I missed it. Oh well. Oh well. You missed the whole stream. Well, not the whole stream. I'm actually going to be continuing for quite a little bit longer, Maximus, so... Be glad you tuned in now and not, like, an hour from now. What's this? Storied Hero Soul. Yes, welcome to the stream. Oh, come on. And there we go. That is the end of the Storm King. You cannot see my soul counter, but I will give you an update on it in a moment. Spoiler warning, it is over 100,000. Ooh. Yummy. Let's go get a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. Ooh. I would not want to be nutshotting the Tower Knight with the Dragonbone Smasher, purely for the fact that I'm going to empathize with him too much. And probably start feeling it in my own groin region. Ugh. Okay, so our current soul counter is 119,344. For soul level 27, that's pretty fucking good. Especially after we've consumed all of this, because I'm not going to use the Hero Demon Soul. I'm not interested in the large sword of searching, and I'm not going to be using any magic for this build, or miracles for that matter. So yeah, I think the Hero Demon Soul can go and be consumed. Storm Demon Soul. That's only magic, isn't it? There are no weapons that you can make from the Storm Demon Soul, I'm quite sure. Maximus, were you the one who was intending on playing Demon Souls? Had played it once before, but only a little bit, and had gotten beaten around a little bit? Let's say a little bit a few more times. Because I remember someone was saying that in my stream recently. I think it was the last Demon Souls stream that I recorded, if not the one before it. I think it was the last one. So it was you. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the game. If it's your favourite Souls game now, job well done. On my part to encourage you to play. You were afraid of it. That's a fair way to feel about it. It's, again, if you've played other Souls games, it's not going to present too much of a challenge to you. This was my first Souls game, of course. It was the only one of its kind at the time. And it fucking smacked me around like nothing ever has or ever will. Probably. And when I conquered it, I fell in love with it, you know. I'm sure some relationships are like that as well, but yeah, it's an interesting marriage that I have with this game. Yeah, not really. I've got a Morion Blade build, actually, Jofada, so I have no real interest in the Morion Blade. I did forget about that, though, stupidly. Yeah, that is the Morion Blade, Demon Soul, so fortunately, I was not going to use that. Yeah, magic is pretty rough in this game. Not with all Souls games does magic make things very easy, but certainly Demon Souls is one of those games where running magic can just make things a little too easy, so it's best to just use magic when things get a little bit tough and you think you need a little bit of a helping hand, and then at that point just do what you need to do. The way I try to use magic is through scaling. You can't do as much magic scaling in this game as you can in Dark Souls 1, but yeah, I do the same in Dark Souls 1. I mostly stick to weapons that scale with magic rather than using spells, because spells are kind of crazy. Okay, so update on the Souls counter. In fact, instead of updating you, I'm going to give you guys a treat. Check that out. You can actually see it for yourselves for once. I'm going to move to the side, because, you know, that way I'm a little bit less in the corner. Oh dear. My green screen's doing weird things. Not that you can see it, because it's literally transparent for you, but... Oh yeah. The Dragon Bone Smasher is a fucking joke. That's why I try not to use it too much. The Dragon Bone Smasher and the Meat Cleaver are both just ridiculous weapons. Insane. Imagine having a weapon with a double S scaling plus a B scaling. Like, what? What were they thinking? And then having a high strength scaling on a weapon with this high innate raw as a max upgraded Dragon Bone Smasher. Nuts. I think it gets an A scaling at the highest level. It's insane. Yeah, that's the right way to go about it, Jofada. Oh yeah, I've never actually emulated on PC before with a PS3 game, because the last time I even thought about doing it, it still was far from being viable. But I think in the last 3 years or so, emulating on PS3, or rather, emulating PS3 games has been something that's perfectly doable, so yeah, I should give it a try at some point. Because even if you have a PS3, there is definitely value in emulating PS3 games, because again, like, you compare a PS3's hardware to the hardware of a modern PC as of 2020, it's like, it's 10 years difference, at least. More than 10 years in reality, but let's round it up. 10 years difference in hardware, and that's a lot in computing technology, so yeah. Emulating is the way to go. And definitely for Demon Souls as well. Not that you were talking about Demon Souls, Maximus. Actually, you were. What am I talking about? But yeah, the best thing to do for Demon Souls at this stage, not that I really want to say it because I'm a little bit of a purist, but it's probably to emulate it, because the thing is, on PlayStation 3, the frame rate is not great. So, yeah. Oh, Dragon Bone Smasher gets a B. Yeah, it's very close to A, I think. It's a high B, yeah, that's right. Oh, it gets an A scaling on Faith. I thought it was a B scaling on Faith. That's insane. What the fuck were they thinking with that weapon? Oh my god. A double S scaling and an A scaling on one weapon. I don't think there's another weapon in this series that has scalings like that. It's insane. Anyway, again, we have 217,000 souls. Let's go and level up with them. We'll try and be smart with our stats. I think we can get to 30 over here. As you can see, I am leveling up with reckless abandon. And we can now put it into endurance, I think. Maybe 20 is alright for that. Yeah, those specs, Maximas, just completely shit on a PlayStation 3. Completely shit on a PlayStation 3. They'll probably shit on the PlayStation 5, to be honest with you. And that is sad to say, but it is probably true. But, you know, if it shits on a PlayStation 5, imagine what it's going to do with a PlayStation 3. Oh, I see. Yeah, emulating is not always perfect because ISOs can at times have certain issues. And maybe it has more to do with the emulator than the ISO itself. But, yeah. Emulating will probably never be quite perfect, but it can oftentimes be better than playing on the original system, that's for sure. Unless you do have certain values that you live by. In terms of gaming, like, I will play this in the way it was intended to be played. For example, you play a Nintendo 64 game on a Nintendo 64 console with the controller. So, and I've actually found that that works really well with Nintendo 64 games because there's a certain level of primitiveness to the 3D controls, so having a really primitive controller for that actually works quite well. Anyway. Crushing Great Club +5. Right, I understand what you're saying. Yep. Yeah, the Crushing Great Club +5 is pretty crazy. I have not used the Great Club too much, but yeah, that sounds pretty ridiculous. Now, at this stage, we can drop down Boletarian Palace quite a bit. We've got some pretty damn good vitality at the moment. You can see that our health bar is quite long. Actually, what is our vitality? 30? Pretty good. Again, if you're wondering why I named myself Slippery, don't wonder. But yeah. Yeah, that's true, Maximus, but some would say that some are just so elitist and purist that even what you describe is not sufficient in having the true, authentic experience. But anyway. What's the fastest way to kill myself in this Archstone at this stage? I can't really jump off the edge in Boletarian Palace, can I? There's no edge to jump off at the start. Damn. How do I kill myself quickly here? I have 4 or 5 Stones of Ephemeral Eyes. Excuse me. A little bit gassy, you know. There's a lot of beer in this, man. It produces gas. Spoilers. Again, if I don't have enough Stones of Ephemeral Eyes, I'll go into World 3-1 and grab some, but yeah. We might have enough. I think we will. Kill myself with a dragon. Still a little bit slow, but that might be my only option. The dragon in the Phalanx Archstone. Yeah, I think that might be what I need to do. Thanks, Jofada. 2 minds are better than 1, as they say. So I currently have 3,407 souls, not too many. That is something that I'm willing to part with. I don't necessarily have to part with those souls. I can just pick up the soul repeatedly as I die. But, yeah. should I lose it for whatever reason, because sometimes when I do kill myself intentionally, I get so focused on killing myself intentionally that I lose my souls. There was one run that I did, or one build that I did, and I think it was in my live stream series, where I actually had a decent number of souls, and I was killing myself intentionally, and I was so focused on doing that I'd completely forgotten to pick up my soul again. So I ended up losing... Oh. Okay, well let's actually get hit by the fire, not the fucking claws of the dragon. That didn't work out so well. I don't know if this can even one-shot me. No, it can't. God damn it. My defense is too high. Oh, gassy means farts and never burps. Well, I guess it's probably the same universally, Maximus, but I think, I don't know. I think it equally means both, because, you know, what else is causing burps? Alright. Thanks for killing me, dragon. You tried your best. I appreciate the effort. It'll be a little bit faster now, and I'll take off the cling ring. So, actually no, it won't be faster, because I'm not going to be dead when killing myself, because then that wouldn't work. I need to be alive to do that. Shit. So it's going to take a while each time. So, that's really annoying. There's no super fast way to do it here, unfortunately, but we'll keep trying. Perhaps strip armor? Oh yeah, that would be the fucking intelligent way to do it. Thank you, Jofada. Someone needs to think for me at this stage, obviously. You know how some people have carers when they get to a certain age? I have a carer at my current age, which is not 90, incidentally. But, well, some people get carers before age 90, but, yeah. I'm not quite at the stage where I need one quite yet. Let's say quite a few more times. Okay, I should be getting hit with a lot more ferocity. Well, not so much the hit, but rather the damage dealt. Hit me, baby. Oh, look at that. That's still pretty bad. As I thought, it was not so much the defense of the armor that was protecting me, it was through the soul level that I was actually not taking much damage. I'm soul level 50, guys. So, yeah. I wanted to be well prepared for Black Phantom Execution Marauder, and I'm apparently a little bit too well prepared. But that's alright. You don't ever really explain burps. It's a strange phenomenon that scientists have yet to truly grasp, but perhaps one day in the future, as technology progresses, we will understand what causes burps. The enigmatic burp. The mysteries of humankind. Anyway. Again, this is my only option for killing myself. Is my mic in the way? It's a bit late to be asking that question, but I don't think it is. It needs to be here, to be honest. This is its best position. So, I did something stupid with my throat, and now my throat hurts. And I don't have a beverage to make it feel better about itself. Well, I have a beverage, but not a beverage. Anyway, I was holding up my water goblet for those who are not aware. I don't have water. I have an empty carafe, but anyway. And no, that's not a flower pot. Well, it doesn't really look like a flower pot anyway. Okay. So we're going to check our world tendency now. I think we should be alright. Should be good to take on Execution Marauder. I've got a general idea of where she appears. But, anyway. Let's return to the Nexus. Ugh. My throat's weird now. It sounds fine, like I can still talk with my radio voice. Yes. No, it's a terrible attempt at a radio voice. I can do a good radio voice, and that's not a good one, but anyway. Am I getting a call now? If this is who I think it is. Hello? I called you like 6 hours ago. Anyway, I'll call you the fuck back. Isn't it nice to actually stream from a home connection, not a phone connection? That rhymes. That's not pure black, Doomlink. Fuck me. It really takes a long time, doesn't it? I had honestly thought that I was down to 1 stone of ephemeral eyes. I'm not even kidding. I didn't realise that I still wasn't down to 1. That was more stereotypical rich parents on a yacht sounding voice. That's a good that's a good interpretation. Just do a good William F. Buckley Jr. voice. Yes. I absolutely would like to discuss this. He doesn't actually talk like that. He's slightly... He's actually still pretty extreme with his accent, but ugh, God, it's hot in my room. I've mentioned this before, but when I record, to ensure that there is as little background noise as possible, I do shut my windows, and it is fucking airtight in here when I shut my windows. And as a result, I kind of die when I'm recording, but yeah. Oh yes, this 1842 Scotch tastes divine. Absolutely divine. $18.42 Scotch. How that must cost a lot. We're going to use our last Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. I think that's necessary at this point. I'll be stuck with cling ringing it, but I'm A-okay with that. For a second I thought I was getting called again. I was about to say, you need to calm yourself down. You need to relax and let me call you back, because I'm streaming. Alright, this should be the last suicide. You know what's really hard? This is something of a side point. And slightly more sensitive YouTubers / streamers would preface this with a trigger warning, trigger warning. And I guess I've technically done that now, but yeah, normally I would not. But the phrase commit suicide is apparently no longer, how do I say, it's not even a matter of it being politically correct or incorrect, it's a matter of it being lawfully incorrect, because it's no longer a crime to suicide. But it's so strange for suicide to be a verb. Like, I'm going to suicide. It's natural to say, I'm going to commit suicide, but you can't... Committing something is, in law, doing something unlawfully. I'm going to commit murder. I'm going to commit suicide. So it's kind of strange in that way. But anyway, you're going to dare me to do a playthrough of Zelda 2? Why would you fucking do that to me? I could always play it on... Yeah, how about I show you a thing regarding Zelda 2? I don't know if you're able to see it, but this is the Zelda Collector's Edition. The problem with this is that it's... I've got my chroma key, so it's taking the colour out of it a little bit, but this is my GameCube Zelda Collector's Edition disc. It does have Zelda 2 on the back. Can you see it? Not really. It looks like a fucking Castlevania game. It actually looks like a Castlevania game when you look at that screenshot. But If I were to play Zelda 2, it would be on that disc. You're going to commit a good act if I play Zelda 2. Well, Zelda 2 will happen. When, I cannot tell you. No time soon. I can say that at least. I could always play Spice Girls Spice World. Now, one thing that I have to say is that I've always been tempted to play joke games. Like, I've always wanted, like, from the first time that I started doing Let's Plays about 10 years ago. Well, it's not even about 10 years ago, more like 11 years ago now. But when I started doing Let's Plays, and not long after that, I've always wanted to do joke Let's Plays like Barbie games, Bratz games, the Spice Girls games, SingStar games, you know, dumb shit like that. Sorry, I bumped my mic. And because I know it would be entertaining as hell, but the problem is at that point you attract a completely different audience to your channel, and so I don't know if that's something that I would want to do. Maximus, you are not alone in that sentiment. Are we pure black? Yes, we are. Hopefully I didn't end up using an extra stone of ephemeral eyes unnecessarily there, but yeah. We're going to be cling ringing it up, which is better anyway. There's only one Spice Girls game. I'm going to be honest, I did not know. But yes, fucking thankfully. The fact that there's one Spice Girls game is enough of a fucking travesty on its own. And I'm somewhat surprised that only one was made, but I'm not upset that only one was made. I'm not disappointed that only one was made. I'm instead actually regaining a little bit of my confidence in the human race as a result of it. So I'd say it's quite a positive thing. I went past Meralda. Where is she? I thought she was up here. I obviously... Is she hanging out? Where is she hanging out? You're going to need to direct me, Jofada. I've forgotten where Black Phantom Execution Meralda is. I'm going based on memory, and obviously my memory is not particularly great. I don't speak your language, Zaltan 23. But if assuming it were a greeting, hello. Hey, stay away. She's by that gate that opens at Black or White World Tendency, is she? Hallelujah. That's pretty fucking convenient. You don't even have to go looking for her. She's just sort of standing there. Oh, the gate opens at Pure Black. I didn't even know. That's pretty good. You're Russian. Yes, I know you're Russian, but I don't speak your language. I didn't... Well, I guess I didn't specifically say Russian, but, yeah. Hello, Zaltan. I don't even know how to say hello in Russian, to be honest. Which is a little bit embarrassing, but anyway. Okay. So, Pure Black World Tendency, these guys are going to deal quite a bit of damage if I do let them hit me, so let's not let them hit me. Or maybe they won't do quite a bit of damage. Yeah, check that out. Admittedly, we are in World 1. So, I guess it's not too bad if we let them hit us. Now, Execution Meralda, in terms of her difficulty, I do not know what to expect. Maybe you can let me know, Jofada. Bad tendency? Yes. I'm at Pure Black intentionally so that we can fight Black Phantom Execution Meralda so that we can get the Guillotine Axe. I think that's Russian. Glad I know my non-English languages, even if I don't know a single word in them, yeah. It's good to be able to identify them at the very least. Getting more of these guys appearing. This is kind of off-putting to be in Pure Black World Tendency and have all of these Black Phantoms coming after me, Dregling or otherwise. Hit him? Yeah, that worked pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. Baby. You know, some people are not game enough to drink and play Souls, but I am, because I learnt Souls at an age when it became so deeply rooted that I've actually been, like, off my head. Literally off my head. And have been able to play fine in a Souls game. So, hello? I saw you there. Don't you play this game with me, Meralda. Because between you and me, I have a lot more to lose than you. When I die. What are you doing? Are you, like, scared to attack me? It's okay, she's scared. She's a little bit intimidated by me, that's alright. She has a lot of health. In terms of her damage, I do not yet know how much damage she is doing. I now know. I found out very quickly how much damage she is doing, and I'm soon going to need to be going to Late Moongrass. This is a better battleground to fight her, I must say. Get away from her, she's going to do that fucking fast attack. I know how you operate, girl. Oh my Jesus. So yes, after this we are going to need to pretty much do straight runs through World 1-2 and 1-3, which is fine. Jofada, if you can forgive me, I'm not going to be able to read anything that you say between now and the death of Black Phantom Executioner Meralda, and the same goes for Maximus, and I suppose the Russian guy as well, if he that was... Now, I've made some poor decisions in my life. That was one of them. Now I can read what you have to say. Yeah. I've never heard of hits with a brick shithouse, but I'd say that's an apt description. But that's alright. Among the Black Phantom enemies, I'd say she's pretty... Like, I can handle her. I can take this woman. She will not outlast me, to put it in poetic terms. Are these motherfuckers going to respawn? Oh my god. You know, forget Executioner Meralda, it's these bastards that are going to wear me down over time. Can you stop? You know, the lack of grass is probably going to be my real killer. Or the real thing that's going to end my life. Can you fuck off? God damn you guys. Really. Again, I apologise for the cicadas outside. If anyone is looking at my recordings in the future, they can easily tell which ones were recorded in the fucking summer, I'll tell you what. Because the cicadas are always blaring in the background. They yeah, they drop Crescent Moongrass. Awesome. Happy days. Imagine healing with Crescent Moongrass while going up against Black Phantom Executioner motherfucking Meralda. I can't even say Executioner motherfucking Meralda without stuttering, apparently. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. A little bit. Die. Managed to get him on the follow-up, but not the one in front. I have to say, my performance has been less than good. Yeah, Crescent Moongrass. That's the way I like to play it. Ladies and gentlemen. We've got 6 Late Moongrass and, fear not, 11 Full Moon. Should we be using Full Moon? Probably, because to be honest with you, I'm going to need all the health I can get going up against this bloody woman. Okay, if anyone has anything to say, say it now, because I'm not going to be able to read it for the next 5 minutes. Okay, too late. Maybe not 5 minutes. Why is it that okay, now come after me. If I'm in front of her and then I disappear too fucking quickly, she, oh god, that was a big thing you just said, Jofada, that I'm not going to be able to read. But anyway. Okay, let's do this right. I'd love to poison you or something. I'm going to backstab you. You're going to show me your back like that? I'm going to backstab you. Hardcore, lady. Okay. Let's do this right. The problem with her is that she's got smart AI. She knows when to go for that attack. Oh dear. Look at her. She's fucking messing around with me real hard. No, you fucking don't. Do you know how long it takes for me to get here? It's like 2 minutes of fighting fucking Black Phantoms. I hate you so much, woman. She's actually not that difficult to kill, but unfortunately I need to get in the groove. So we're going to drink more beer. Call her Wendy after that fast food restaurant chain because Old King Doran is the... because Old King Doran is the Burger King. And False King Allen is Colonel Sanders. Okay. We'll, we'll go with that. Sounds about right. Ugh. Leave it to Americans to turn characters in a game like Demon's Souls into fast food restaurant mascots. But anyway. Eey, you keep away from me. I don't have that much grass, guys. I appreciate the crescent moon, but actually I don't want crescent moon grass. Let's go pick up this stuff, even though it's probably also crescent moon grass. Oh, you're actually Kiwi? Okay, fair enough. Well, did you make that up all on your own, or did you, or is that some sort of Demon's Souls culture that I'm not familiar with? Come on, climb up there, man. Are you physically disabled? Like, what about this is not climbable? Can someone inform me of what about this is not climbable? Okay, so basically that's the guillotine. We don't need to go to the guillotine. That's basically what they're telling us. Can you leave me alone? Hey, hey, hey. Let's stop saying that, because it's really dumb. It's vaguely developing into a culture. Well, if it hasn't developed into a culture yet, there's not much that can be said, because, to be honest... well, the extent to Demon's Souls culture in the old days was people saying Umbasa randomly, so, you know, I guess it really hadn't developed very much, so it has room for development. That much can be said. Hello. Yeah, come on, lady. You know what I really need with this woman? Is some range. Now, if I had the winged spear, even though it would not do much damage, it would still... You're going to show me your back again? Thank you. Maybe that's how I'm going to kill her. Wouldn't that be cheesy as hell? That's so cheesy. Don't run away. What are you doing? Hey, don't be upset. I'm coming back. Don't be lonely. Guys, I'm just going to cheese her like this. This does the job. This actually does the job. I mean, who wants to see me fight the same fucking Black Phantom Dreglings over and over and over again? Right? Wouldn't you rather have me not do this again? Well, this is how we're going to have it not happen again. We're gonna keep fucking backstabbing her. Oh, I'm so impressed with myself. I'd recommend Storm Ruler if you're gonna cheese. Nah, I'm feeling pretty good about cheesing with the fucking Battle Axe +1. I'm only cheesing out of desperation at this point, but I'd like to, you know, maintain a little bit of my self-respect by using a weapon that's slightly less over the top. Yeah, I'm going to bring her a little bit further over here. Don't run away, girl! Over here, please. She doesn't even know what she's doing. She's probably been on the fucking... on the Quaaludes. Okay, over here. Okay. Weather update. It's hot. I'm sweating. Yeah, it does have insane knockback. But that's the thing, if you knock her off the edge, you kill her instantly. I'm not about that. I'm about, you know, whittling down her health, slowly but surely. I'm about that, fighting with honor by backstabbing her repeatedly. Hey, don't fucking turn to... Holy shit. She got me back real good with that one. Can you believe that... Holy shit. Oh, that was golden. I backstabbed her over and over and over again, and she fainted me into showing her my back, and she backstabbed me. That is insane. Bravo, Meralda, bravo. Really. You deserve applause for that one. I'm pissed, but also very impressed and also entertained. That was just incredible. Anyway, got that on camera. Fucking hell. I mean, I don't want to fight these guys again, but I'm just going to enjoy the memory of that. Can you stop? I really hate these guys, because what bothers me about them is that all they do is fucking flail around. They're not very, their combat finesse is not something to, what's the word that I'm there? English is not a language that I can speak, so let's just give up on that one. Now let's get this started in here. To quote the Black Eyed Peas, you girl, there's a dog barking outside, if you can hear it. I don't know what you can hear and what you can't hear in terms of background noise, so... Alright. You show me that back. If this fails again, there will be tears, and it won't be Meralda crying. It will be me. And I happen to be live, so it will be embarrassing for me. What are you doing? Get over here. Meralda, no, there's no one over there. You're not fighting anyone. Okay. Good girl. Now. Okay. Let's get her again. We're not going to let her fucking trick us again. Oh dear. Hey now. If you get her to leash too far away, she will start running away. It's just because she's scared. That's all. It's okay. I do have that effect on people. Come on. Stop this. Just go back. Stop following me. Stop! Actually, it's better if she goes over there because, like... No, there we go. That is the correct course of action, Meralda. I like how you think. Oh, let's just completely miss her. Thanks, Doomlink. Say the viewers who are having their time wasted by me very, very slowly cheesing Meralda in a very ineffectual manner. Leave me alone! I'm trying to cheese you. Okay, maybe this has actually worked in my favor because now she's, I don't know, far away from her resting place in the corner. Yeah, you walk away. Now she's running. You need to stop that running business. What are you... Wow. Sometimes I don't know what she's doing, really. Okay, let's run away again. I think we should be safe from any unruly backstabbing on her behalf. Hey, hey, you need to stop that. Anything strange and disorderly will not be accepted in my household. You will remain silent at the dinner table. Sometimes I come out with very interesting things. Oh, Meralda. The things I do for your guillotine axe. Let's kill these draglings. Or at least one of them. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Let's stop saying hey, hey, hey. That needs to actually fucking stop. I started doing that like last week. And I don't know where it came from. I have not watched The Simpsons in like 15 years. So let's just... What do you do? Nah, we're not doing that. That kind of fucking business is not the way I like to play. Get the fuck away from me. She's so dangerous, you know. Came from Fat Albert. Yeah, that's probably fair. He preceded The Simpsons by a year or two. Anyway. No, I haven't watched Fat Albert recently either. Incidentally. Do I look like Fat Albert? Don't say yes, because you'd be wrong. Yeah, you walk away. You walk back to your domain. You'd think it would stop surprising her by now. You would think. But, you know, not everyone has a good head on their shoulders. She would know all about that, given that she's often chopping them off. Can you stop? Alright, no. Good girl. Good girl. God, she's getting closer and closer to the Archstone, I have to say. I'm going to be pulling more Dreglings as this continues. You've been deceived. What, did you think I was Fat Albert? Unsubbing? Jesus, I didn't realise our likeness was so uncanny that you had subscribed previously thinking that I was Fat Albert. Or Fat Albert, depending on how you want to say it. Can you fuck off, Meralda? Imagine bringing Black Phantom Executioner Meralda all the way here. It's a long way to pull her. Especially considering that she does try to return to her spawn point. You have got to be kidding me. The Dregling nearly ruined it for me. Holy shit. Talk about a heart-stopping moment. Can we actually get on target? Okay. No. Guys, it's on. This is the moment of truth. Bang. Bye-bye. And thanks for all the fish. I was trying to look at her and I got a fucking bobbing Dregling head in my face instead. Guillotine axe. Anyway. Fuck me dead. I got 13,000 souls for that. As well as a decent weapon. Fuck me. I fucked up, guys. In my lapse of thought, I fucked up. Because I missed my primeval demon. Bastards. Okay, so... Oh, shit. So what I was supposed to do was I was supposed to continue to World 1-3 from there. And I fucked it up. Because I'm so used to just returning to the Nexus. Shit. Okay. So we're going to have to drop ourselves down again. Using some Stones of Ephemeral Eyes. This is if I'm absolutely dead set on getting the binded set. Well, this is what I mean. I don't want to have to kill the False King as well. That's annoying. Shit. I see what you mean. Okay. Alright then. I've been forced to then fight the False King to get the binded set, which is annoying. I don't want to have to do that, but it's doable if I have a good enough set for it. Now I'm pretty sure that a Crushing Battle Axe +1 should do more damage than an unupgraded guillotine axe. Yes, it does. We're doing 100. Now that I think about it, not only did I fuck up with leaving there, I should have gone and grabbed that fucking colorless demon soul, because no, sorry, I don't want to upgrade the sorry. For a second I thought the guillotine axe would upgrade through colorless demon souls. It does not. So I'm again not going to need colorless demon souls, fortunately, but I will want to upgrade the guillotine axe through the crushing path, unless you have a different recommendation, Jofada. I was planning on using greystone on the guillotine axe. Come on, dragon. I know you're there. Let's go. Keeping in mind that my strength is going to be pretty high, ideally, for this build. Like, I'm not limiting by soul level at all. I'm currently at 30 strength. So I think having an S scaling on that strength stat might be best. Let's get moving. Oh god, I got stuck on a Dregling who was in the middle of a death animation. Okay. Not too far away from the Tower Knight. Come on, dragon. Don't be shy. Dragon. Thank you. It's a little bit delayed. No. We'll just do individual hits there and then be prepared for that thrust. There we go. Ugh. I wanted to hit him before he could thrust on me. Or thrust into me, however you want to say that. One, reset the build for world tendency. Two, no. Forget resetting the build. Play through all of World 1 for white world tendency. Go on to UV... No. So, option 2. Thanks. Anyway. Let's head through here, take on Tower Knight. No cutscene. Only killing the boss. So what I'll probably do, because I've already taken on the entirety of World 4, I'll probably just do World 3-1 after World 1-2, and then I'll probably be at a comfortable soul level to finish the rest of World 1, including the False King. That won't be in this recording, however. What I'll probably do is I'll finish this recording after killing the Tower Knight here. I was intending to originally have World 1-3 encompass this as well, but it's no longer necessary for me to do World 1-3 because I'm not doing a straight run through. So, yeah, I've now been given the opportunity to pretty much stop whenever I want to, and I think that's going to be after killing the Tower Knight here. So, that's what we'll do. And I kind of need to eat anyway. Alright. Okay, we've broken that. Oh yeah, I would do that, Maximus. In fact, it would be better to do random hunts for Freedom Unite. And I'd be more than happy to record some stuff with you. Because then at that point we can pretty much record as much as, or rather play as much as you want. If you would prefer live hunts, we could always try that. Because then I suppose we could technically get into consistent hunts because I would always have a consistent second player. But, yeah. we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely open to doing live hunts as well now that I think about it. Alrighty. Yeah, if you get the G rank, let me know, and we'll play. I'm cool with that. I'm always eager to play some Freedom Unite. Doing some quests with people. We can do your key quests, or we can hunt something to get items. I don't really mind. Let's go and consume the Iron Demon Soul, and then we'll go and equip these usable souls. And then we should have something like 35,000 souls. Maybe not even that much. We'll see. You're mainly a Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate player. Well, we could actually play some of that together if you are on emulator. If you're not on emulator, we probably couldn't play that together. But if you happen to be on emulator, then we could always record some of that. Because I don't really have anyone to play 4 Ultimate with, and I would love to record more of that for random hunts or live hunts or pretty much anything. Okay, so we're at 29,000 souls at the moment, so we'll go and level up with the woman. That is her name, woman. Not on emulator. This is just a recommendation that I'm going to throw at you, but if you want to have a superior 4 Ultimate experience that's not locked to a shitty handheld console, go mod your 3DS, pretty easy to do. Time consuming, but easy to do. And dump the game files onto the PC, and then run it through Citra. With your specs, you'll be able to do it fine, because you told me your specs before. It was a Ryzen 5 with a 1070. You'll be able to do it with ease. Maybe not with a standard Citra build, or even a nightly build, but with a custom build, definitely. You'll be able to run 4 Ultimate easily. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this recording, guys. I do thank you all for watching, and thanks Jofada for joining me again for the first time in probably like 7 or 8 months. Well, whenever you're ready to do it, Maximus, let me know. And I'll be happy to play with you, because again, I don't really have too many people to play with, and by too many, I mean no one. And, yeah, I am ready for some 4 Ultimate whenever you are. So get in touch with me when you have that set up, and we'll record some 4 Ultimate. I'd be more willing to play 4 Ultimate than even Freedom Unite, to be honest. Because I've got no shortage of people to play Freedom Unite with, but it's hard to really get consistent hunts with people in 4 Ultimate, so, yeah. Yeah, dog barking outside just as I finish. But anyway, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you when I'm next recording Demon Souls. In the next video we will go and take on 3-1, if I can remember to do that. And then, with the souls that we get from taking on the Fool's Idol and leveling up at that point, we will go through World 1.3 and World 1.4 and hopefully be pure White World Tendency, and then we can take on the living Execution Marauder and get her armor set. But anyway, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you when I'm next recording. Bye bye.